Now, I've been saying this for 10 years, and I'm gonna keep saying it. You should withhold your benefit from a man that you first meet for 90 days. Many women say to me, but Steve, if I do that, I'll never find a man. I believe I have another challenger here. So please welcome Shalise. So Shalise, what's your question?
So actually, about the time that your book came out, I was seriously dating someone. I was still a virgin. I was planning on waiting till marriage. He wasn't a virgin, but he was also religious, so he was like, okay, let's do this together. And then he came to me and he said, I cheated on you with 2 separate women. They were just sluts, but I wanted to do that because I needed sex and I didn't want to corrupt you. Men under the age of 35 don't put in the time to take a woman out on a date, don't put in any effort, and they just expect affection immediately. So it's been really difficult for me to find someone who is willing to put in the time and someone who would be willing to wait around for 90 days or even 30 days. So, right?
If you say, in order to have me, this is the behavior you have to exhibit towards me, I promise you if he wants you, that's what he gonna do. Now look, every person has slept with a person and then later on found out some information that had they known the information, they would not have slept with them. So if I create a way for you to find out the information you need before you give yourself to them, why would you not do that? You got the goods. You're the possessor of it. 2 out of 3 new marriages are preceded by living together. But according to a recent study, couples who live together before marriage are 50% more likely to get divorced.
Wow. Wow.
Is it smart to live together before marriage?
No, you shouldn't, no. I was with someone for a long time and living with them and thinking that it would grow into something that we're gonna finally get married, and it didn't happen. After 6 years of being with someone, we were gonna be engaged, but it never happened.
There,
so I'm waiting when I should have just let his butt go, because my husband was waiting somewhere around there, you know? I guess.
Right.
Because you're sitting there waiting for someone who is not ready. After 2 years, I think that should be it.
But I think the mistake you made, you didn't have a date set.
I had a lot of dates set.
In your mind, right.
I had a year. No, I said it to him. I want, after a year and a half, I want to be engaged. I want to get married. Don't do it.
And when you are cohabitating with somebody, you are essentially playing the role of a wife for free. Like, why should he have an effort to make you his wife when you cooking, when you cleaning, when you dropping it like it's hot whenever he want it hot? See?
Yes,
why get married?
You know, I agree. I lived with a person before I married him before. That was a mistake. I didn't live with Marjorie before. I would recommend not living together from what I've learned. Now, even though I've lived together, I won't let my daughters. Oh, and they have come in the house with these wonderful ideas. 2 of my daughters are married, 1 of them's engaged. But you're not getting this milk free without purchasing the cow.
You see that, lady?
That's old. You're not getting it. Now, it can work for people. I just wouldn't let my daughters do it because I put the onus, the burden of proof on the guy who came and asked me for my daughter's hand. Because all of them have asked me. And I done gave away 3 girls. Let me tell you the saying that I've taught all of my daughters. You have to let a man see what he can get, but you have to make him imagine what he can have.
Oh, that's good. I need a
That's
pen.
all.
I need to write that down.
I'm gonna make you imagine what it's like to have it at all times, to belong to you. That's when you lock a man in. Because if he wanna have it, then he gotta do something else.
Yes.
And all women have that right to do that. Women don't understand the power that you actually have. You control this entire situation.
Yes.
You just don't know you do. You stop giving yourself away. You are the prize. The man is not the prize. He's not. You think easy accessibility to casual sex has anything to do with the decline in marriage rate amongst younger people?
I do think that as casual as relationships are becoming, because you can just Tinder someone and say, I'm down the street, yeah, I'll meet you out. There is no, like, gravitas to having and wooing a partner anymore.
In order to get easy access to sex, we got to get it from somebody.
Yes,
so now, if you easy and accessible, that's it. So your standards have been lowered as a whole. But the reason women's standards have been lowered is because men have deceived you. You have been deceived and you have been put, we done head faked you to death to where now you've lowered yourself just so you can say you with somebody. Because like he said, you used to have to get some flowers and go, and women still would love to have that. But now that's not a requirement. It's swiping right, swiping left. It's you have no contact. You standing there texting each other. Until the standards are put back in place, we gonna keep stepping over your little 2-foot-high fence. Because if that's all the gate you got guarding your yard, we gonna step over the 2-foot fence and we gonna play in your grass.
You know what?
When we get through, we gonna step over the
delayed gratification back just a little bit.
Let me give some.